Doilies are not just for end tables and dressers anymore. I'm using them in a few unexpected ways, and I think you're gonna love how these turned out. So let's get started. Okay, let's get this out in the open right off the bat. I am a doily addict. I can't leave them at the thrift store. If I see a beautiful one, it's coming home with me. I seem to have this thing where when I pick up a doily, I can picture a grandma in a rocking chair making it and the time that it took to put it together and the love that it was made into this. So when I came up with this video to show you some different ideas of how to use doilies, I thought, I have lots. So the first thing that I want to show you that you can do with a doily, so I have this one, a beautiful detail in it. Get out your air dry clay. And this is just stuff that I bought from the dollar store, but you can use any type of clay if you want to have some homemade stuff that you have in your stash. This stuff works great. So I just have a silicone pad. I got some parchment paper. We're just going to roll it out thin. Perfect. So now what you can do, take your doily and put it on your air dry clay and just lightly roll. Don't press it too hard because we don't want it too thin for a project. And then watch. When we peel this doily away, look at the beautiful texture we have in that air dry clay. Then you can take a cookie cutter. What I like to do, here's a little air dry clay hack. Get some saran wrap or cling wrap. Put it over top, just gently. Now pick out what pattern you want to have in your project. I think that looks good right there. Press it down. And this is going to give a smooth edge. You're just going to peel away the extra clay. And we have a beautiful textured piece of air dry clay. I'm going to turn this into a little ornament. So you can take the end of a paintbrush, poke a hole in the top, set it aside, and let it dry. Now this can be used later on. You can just store it in your craft room and always use it on your air dry clay projects, or you can hand wash it with a little bit of soap and water and use it in your home decor later. The air dry clay will wash out really easy if you don't let it dry onto the doily. Not a handmade doily, but it's a plastic doily. They were really popular in the 50s and the 60s. I love to use them in my paper crafts. I have a piece of my homemade scrap paper, and you can just lay these on top of your project. And I have a little spray bottle, and I just have water, and then I put in a little bit of acrylic paint, gave it a really good shake. You don't want these to move around, but we're going to make some decorative paper using these doilies. And you just want to lightly spray. I'm making a mess on my table. Don't worry about it. It'll wipe off easy. This is a crappy spray bottle. Where in the heck did I even get this from? Look at it. It goes like in a great big chute. Oh, well. We're going to see if this is going to work. I think it'll work enough to show you. You want one with more of a gentle mist? This one's garbage. Okay, let's see what we've got here. You can visualize what it would do with a light mist. Peel it away. And you have a little bit, this is still fun. You have the doily outline. If you had a real gentle mist, it would be beautiful. You can see it. If you're out and about at the thrift store, look for these plastic ones. Give this a try. Make sure you have a water bottle that has a fine mist, and you're going to create some beautiful papers. This one for me was, let's go and find another squirt bottle. Sometimes doilies are just too beautiful to do anything to them other than just display them. And that's what I love to do for the holidays. If I can find really fancy doilies in seasonal colors, I'm grabbing them and I'm throwing them in my decor for Christmas and Easter and Halloween. So when I found this one, it was screaming fall. I am not going to do anything other than keep it in my stash until Halloween and fall comes around next year. And I've got this beautiful candle that I made a label for. Display it. That's all that you have to do. Or if you have a room that has hues of orange, throw a plant on it, use it. When you look at it, think of the memories of a grandma or an auntie that was making this doily. Next trip to the thrift store, see if you can find some wicker baskets or trays. I've had this one in my stash for quite a while. And then look for a doily that will fit in the middle. This one's gorgeous. It's got a really nice kind of variegated green and yellow fringe on it. Make sure it's going to fit. And then I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm not going to put a lot of hot glue on it because if I ever want to take this apart and use it as a doily, if I just have a couple dots of the hot glue, they will kind of act as, you know, like a rubber, like a skid kind of, you know what I'm trying to say. And that will work as that. And it's not going to wreck the, oh my, there. I love this hot glue gun, but it is such a bugger to pull off of the charging station. We're just going to use a little dot, a little glue dot. That's the word I'm trying to come up with. Just to hold it in place, but not ruin the doily if we ever want to repurpose it into something else. I think 4 is a lot. And let's center it right in the tray. Press it down. And these are so pretty to hang up on a wall. Kind of has that kind of boho, kind of granny chic look. It's going to stay on there. And you can put a little piece of wire at the back for a hanger and hang it on the wall. Let's give it a try. Some more inspiration for doilies is to frame them. I found this little frame at the thrift store. And of course, look for the doily first that you want to frame, and then find a frame that's going to fit into the doily. This was just a little small one. And place it in the frame. This one's going to fit really nice. And it needs some sort of a background. So I went into my stash. I had this little music book that I've been using in my junk journals. We're just going to rip out a page. We're going to cut it to size. You can put scrapbooking paper, homemade paper. Use your imagination that you would want as a background with the doily. I thought the music would look really nice. And then place it in the frame. We're not going to cut off the extra. We're just going to tuck it again because we don't want to wreck that doily in case we want to use it on another project later on. This can tuck in really nice. There we go, the struggle. On camera struggle. Oh, that is beautiful. You can see, just see the faint outline of the music sheet underneath. The beautiful doily. It's a great way to upcycle them into something other than you're just going to throw on your dresser. Do you have any embroidery hoops laying around, or have you seen some at the thrift store that were really cheap? Pick them up because you can frame a doily with these and they're beautiful. You want to find one that's just a little bit bigger and center it. Push your embroidery. And again, we're not wrecking the doily. We're keeping it in its original state, but we're able to display it in a different way, and it's really beautiful. Get on there. Get. There we go. And I like the fringe staying out the side. It has a real kind of granny chic, shabby chic look. And hang it on your wall. It's adorable. Now, I'm not going to take credit for making this, but I did find it at the thrift store. And it is just a really large doily. And somebody has made it into a pillow. And they've just sewn the doily around the outside. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And you can recreate this so easy with so many doilies. I think it needs a little bit more cushion. So I'm going to open it up. It has a nice zipper in the back. Make it a little bit puffier. But what a great way to upcycle a doily. We all have vases and votive holders in our stash. I'm going to put this one in the vase, and I have this beautiful doily with a beautiful edging on it. It's probably taken, you can only imagine how long it actually took to put these together and to make them. They're so beautiful. And just wrap it around your vase. You can get really creative with these. And if you can find a smaller one and just wrap the one layer, but I like this, it's kind of got like the 2 layers on it. And we're just going to take a piece of ribbon. When I'm doing projects like this and they're not ripped or torn or frayed, I don't like to alter the doilies too much. If I ever have my style change or I want to use them in a different way, I don't want to wreck these doilies because they are beautiful. So any project that I'm doing with stuff like this, I try not to damage it too much. Wrap it around. We're just going to tie it really tight with that ribbon. I was kind of thinking I would put the ribbon at the back, but it might look really nice with the ribbon at the front. I'll show you guys, and you can decide what you think looks best. There, nice and tight. So this is what it looks like at the front. It's got a really beautiful fringe on it now. Let's tie it into a little bow. This would be beautiful at Easter. Nice pastel colors. We'll fiddle with this bow and make it look nice. But what a simple upcycle if you have lots of doilies. Pull them out of your storage and make them into some beautiful home decor. Save your glass jars. This is a spaghetti jar I cleaned out really well. We don't need the lid, but we'll save the lid for another project. And I found this doily, and it's really open, and it has lots of little holes. So I knew it would be perfect for this project. You're just going to lay it over the top of your glass jar. I've picked out some coordinating ribbon, and we're just going to make sure it's all the same length. Tie it around so it's on tight. And then you're going to go to your local florist, your grocery store, and treat yourself and buy a bundle of flowers and use this like a flower frog. You're going to trim up your flowers so they'll fit into all these little holes here. Hold them up straight, make it nice and full. Such an easy way, again, to upcycle these doilies. We're not changing them, we're just using them in a different way. And I think it's so much fun. I love using books in my home for decor, to display, to use as risers. And here's a fun little way just to kind of take it to the next level. I've got some old books that I've collected here. And I'm going to take the middle book, make sure they kind of coordinate in size. And again, we don't have to alter the doily, but we're using it in a completely different way. And just wrap your doily around the book so you have a nice looking spine. Then you can add it to your bundle. And I've got a little piece of ribbon. We can wrap around this and tie it together. And it's a beautiful way to display your doilies and your books at the same time. And you can also, if you wanted to take it even to the next level, you could coffee stain or tea stain your doily if you wanted that real kind of vintage look instead of the white, or just kind of see when you're thrifting a different color doily. Whatever's going to match your decor. Tie that up with a little bit of burlap ribbon. Cut it to size and display it on one of your cabinets. I hope you've enjoyed this video on upcycling doilies, and I'd love to know which one was your favorite down in the comments. I'd also love to know where you're watching from. It's always fun afterwards to go into the comments and see people watching from all over the world. I think you're really gonna like this next video too, so click here. Let's keep crafting and upcycling together. Thanks for watching.